Hey everybody, welcome. If you want me to do a DCF, you can just donate to the live stream. A good day today. The market is up a lot. I'm sure lots of people are feeling a little relief. Everything for it seems like forever now. It just keeps going down. It's been a nightmare. Let's see. Macy's is up 19%. Snow Lake, not Snowflake, Snow Lake. Let's see. Dollar General up 14%. Williams-Sonoma had good earnings yesterday. They were up like 20% after hours yesterday, I think. But they're up 13% today. It seems like the high-end retailers are reporting really good earnings, and they're raising their forecasts. So they've been doing really well, high-end retailers. Low-end retailers seem to be struggling because their margins are so thin, like a supermarket. So if the cost of goods, like if they have to pay an extra 2 or 3% or even more on the products they buy, that just wipes out all their margin, and they post a loss. Where a big, like a high end, like a Williams-Sonoma, if they pay an extra 5% on the products, they still have enough room, enough cushion to be profitable. But if you want a DCF, it only takes me 5 minutes, and you could just donate anything you want. Really, the more the better, but anything you want. Let's see. Norwegian is up 12%. I did a video on Carnival today. Redbox, 11.5%. GameStop is 128. And feel free to comment so I know you can hear me. Yeah, I think you should be able to hear me. See, GameStop, remember that guy? He invested $50,000 in options in GameStop, and he made $50 million. Hey, Valerio, Valley, and Busted. Yeah, they were under 20. Actually, they were under 5. And then they went up to over 300. And remember when they dropped, like right after? And we all thought they're done, right? GameStop. No, why would you buy GameStop when it was dropping so much? And then it went right back up. But it looks like it's kind of on a downward. Like, it took a while. It's still trading at a pretty high value, I think. What else today? Guess. Bloomin' Brands. I did a video on Bloomin' Brands a while ago. Groupon is up 11%. Bark. That's a SPAC. That's the you receive a box each month with dog treats and dog toys in it. the casino company Full House Resorts. Lululemon, 10%. Caesars. So all the casino stocks are up today. Let's see what's down today. Nutanix, that was down like 30% after hours yesterday. Actually, after hours, it's right now. Ulta Beauty is up. See, these high-end kind of businesses are doing well. Dell is up. That was down a lot. Well, look at Iovance. They must have I don't know if it's bad earnings, 47%. They must have had a drug that failed clinical trials. Thanks, Sushane. Does anybody know why Iovance is down so much? It announces positive clinical data. Why? That doesn't make sense. It's down 47% after hours. Hey Doc, what's up? But this seems good. Iovance. Wait, let me fix my battery. My computer, I don't think I plugged in my. Oh, I don't know what that was. Let me say about. Something bad happened. Does anybody know what happened? Viasat? Yeah, sure. If anybody wants to donate, I'll do a DCF right now. And after turning Thursday, the company announced new clinical data for experimental melanoma drug. I guess the results weren't that good. For it to go down 40%. It doesn't sound bad, but there must be something else. Gap is down 13%. They probably had bad earnings. So they slashed their profit guidance. So usually there's two ways a stock moves from earnings. It's either the company reports bad earnings or good earnings from the most recent quarter, or they adjust their future guidance. So a company can actually report really good earnings and the stock crashes because their guidance in the future, they adjust it way down. There should be like a little button with a dollar sign on it to donate on the live stream. It should be in the chat somewhere. Yeah, these like the kind of like these more like big box stores that sell lots of products, they're really getting killed with inflation. Dell is up 5%. Ollie's is up 2.5%. That's like the like a discount store, like it's not a dollar store, but it's similar to a dollar store. Or maybe it's a dollar store with a lot more items. But they don't just sell dollar items. How did everybody do today? Yeah, I saw Tesla was back over 700. I can't believe it fell to in the 600s. It was over 1200 at one point. And then it came down to under 800. Then it came back up. And now it came back down. It's up a lot since COVID. It's up 7x. It's hard to even look at your portfolio, right? It's just seeing all that red. It just puts you in a bad mood. It's like if you're overweight, really overweight, and you don't ever want to step on a scale. Like you're overweight and you're trying to lose weight, but you don't want to know, because once you know, then it kind of ruins your day. Yeah, isn't Alibaba earnings tonight? That was up 15%. Alibaba. How did they do on earnings? Look how bad they're. Look at their earnings the past 4 quarters. They missed it by over 80%. I guess that's why the stock is. Yeah, they posted, right? Was it good? It must have been good if they were up 15%. It's so hard to get any information. Let's go to the website. Yeah, Joe has a good point. Yeah, it could, looking at your portfolio might, like, you get all paranoid and like, I can't take it, or you think it's going to keep going down. You don't want to like not know what's in your portfolio. As long as you know what's in there, you don't have to look at it. I mean, if there's a stock that's is in a lot of trouble, like you don't have faith in a company anymore like you used to, then sell it. But like if you buy a stock that you're holding long term and you don't plan to sell, just Okay, Alibaba, March 2022. This should be it. This should be it. Okay, we'll go that later. Viasat. Okay, thanks for the donation. Wow, nice, Ben. 25%. Oil up a lot. How much is a barrel? To 14. Right. I understand. I was just if natural gas is up, I would expect oil to be up also. VSAT. Is anybody familiar with this company? Viasat? Yeah, oil stocks are doing well. That's probably one of the only things that I'm up in the past few months. Okay. Communication equipment. Just like Viacom. Is that what Viasat is? Yeah, Ben, I have an update about the hedge fund, but I'll tell you Saturday on a live stream because I still have to get more information. Hey, Lucas, thanks a lot. Yeah, take our VSAT. I'm just updating my sheet. Okay, so let me get the whack again. Let me give the higher whack. Okay. So I'm coming out with 61, but this is a little more risky because you can see their revenue went from 2 billion to 2.7 billion, but they've never generated positive free cash flow. It's always negative. So I have to assume at some point it's going to be positive. So I'm assuming they will get to positive in, I think, 2025. And my revenue target for 2025 is 3.6 billion. And the industry average is 11%. The average company in their industry converts 11% of their revenue into free cash flow. So that's how I got the 400 million. So it's obviously not a slam dunk. They have to become profitable at some point in order to. Oh, well, let's look at the competitors. Okay. So they invest a lot in Capex. They have a better debt to equity ratio than the average. They don't pay a dividend. They still have negative free cash flow. Everybody else is positive. Why do they have negative every year? Are they just investing so much back into the business? Because they have an accounting profit, so they must just be putting more back into Capex every year. Yeah, they have positive operating cash flow, but so this is a good way to maybe find an investment that could possibly grow like 2x, 5x, 10x. A company that is profitable because when they run their day-to-day business, in the trailing 12 months, they generated 556 million of cash flow after paying all their bills, rent, payroll, all their expenses, their everyday expenses. But they elected to invest 900 million into capital expenditures. So capital expenditures are more long-term investments. So when you invest in Capex, you don't expect a return right away. It could be a year or 2 years or 5 years until you see that. I mean, think of a railroad company building train tracks. It's going to take a long time to lay down the tracks, all the infrastructure, then to have trains go on and start charging companies to use your but it's called leverage. You're borrowing. You see, they issue $1 billion of debt in 2019, 400 million, 400 million, 400 million. They're leveraging their business for growth in the future. Nothing wrong with that. If, however, you see a company with negative operating cash flow year after year, then something might be wrong. It's okay for the first 5 years, even 10 years, but at some point you have to at least be able to generate positive cash on your day-to-day business. I do have an update on the job situation, but I'm gonna on Saturday. because I don't have all the information, and I don't want to. And just so you know, like people ask me how much. Not that I care about telling people. I just all the people on my resume is my YouTube channel, so they know. Like people the companies I apply for, they know my YouTube channel, so I can't like talk about like certain things, like especially if an employee at the company's watches my channel, and I can't say how much I'm making because it could create a lot of conflict. Although there's no like rule that you can't get like you can't really get fired for telling a peer how much you make. It's not like stealing. If you steal something from your company, you get fired. Or if you show up late a lot or you don't do a good job. But if you tell each other how much you make, there's nothing wrong with that. Your boss really can't fire you for that. He could make up another reason to fire you. Yeah, it's going well. I actually have 2 offers. So it's so funny. Every time I applied for jobs, like when I first got out of college, and then my second job out of college, my third job, every single time, I always had 2 offers. I don't. It's just a coincidence because I've been applying for 3 months, just looking around. I didn't get any offers, and now I got 2 in this week. So, but I'll tell you more about Saturday because I don't want to. But it's tricky. This is one of the more difficult things for me to understand is Capex. Like, I understand, running your day-to-day business. I understand when I look at the income statement, what payroll is. I understand what cost of revenue, what goes into that. I understand companies have marketing expenses. But Capex, like, I know it's to grow your business. It's property, plant, and equipment, but I don't know how to like understand it where I can like identify, is that a good Capex spend? Like, is Facebook spending 50 billion into their Meta platform? Is that a good investment in Capex? Or will that, it's really hard for me to, probably even the people at the company to even know if it's a good investment. You find out at some point if it was a good investment. I'll be right back. I got 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, and Ben, if you're still here, you can text me. I can update you, but I don't want to update anything on the live stream. Yeah, I hear you, Ted. Capex, like it really can drag down your numbers because you see, 700 million of operating cash flow. That seems good for a company with 2.3 billion of revenue. That seems like a good free cash flow margin, right? Operating cash flow margin. So it does seem like they're improving. But then you see Capex. So you can have 1 year where you have like a ton of Capex spend and it makes your free cash flow. Like what if they had, say these four numbers equal 3 billion. I don't know what they equal. Say they equal 3 billion. What if they had 3 billion in 2019 and zero in the other years? Then 2019 would look like a terrible year, right? And the other three, they would look great. So it's kind of, it can make your numbers look pretty bumpy. Capex can be good if it's depreciated through cost segregation, accelerated depreciation to offset tax. Well, Capex, yeah, Capex is always, well, I shouldn't say that. Capex is usually depreciated because land is part of Capex and land is not depreciated. So Capex is usually depreciated, whether it's single straight line or double depreciation. I don't think that matters. That's just kind of manipulating the numbers. Berkshire Gray. Yeah, if anybody wants a DCF, you can just donate any amount. I'm trying to subsidize my. I'll show you my YouTube earnings. I don't care about that. Capex is PP&E, exactly. Though it drops free cash flow if they use proper depreciation. I'm not quite sure what you mean, Ted. See my I don't know if you can tell from this. It's hard to tell, but my revenue used to be like $30 a day. Now it's been like under 20. But you see, I've been doing these live streams and it kind of evens things out. I got 200 one day in a live stream from different donations, 95 the other day. Okay. Equity equals assets minus liabilities. That's correct. BGRY. If anybody wants to record this and let me know how long it takes from beginning to end, I'd appreciate that. I want to see if I can beat 5 minutes. This is going to be a hard one. Work. These penny stocks are hard to predict, but let's see what it comes out with. Berkshire Gray. That Berkshire Hathaway is the same company? Berkshire Gray? I'm telling you, Berkshire Hathaway, I think that's going to 2x in 2 years. They have so much cash, and now they could use the cash to buy cheap stocks. Not many companies have cash. They do. Okay, special. This always takes about a minute to upload this Excel file. And don't worry about when Warren Buffett dies. I know people say when he dies, the stock will go down. Every company can last without there's no Jeff Bezos. There's no Steve Jobs. When they left, okay. You know, my favorite stock was Facebook, but now I think it was Facebook and Berkshire. I think I guess Berkshire now, but the three stocks that I would always put money into that I thought were the best companies were Costco, Facebook, and Berkshire. You know, you could always gamble and stuff and throw it on some stocks with under 1 billion market cap, but so actually the model is coming out with a decent value. I'm coming out with $1.96, but yeah, I put a lot into Johnson & Johnson. They're doing pretty good for me. Okay, so this company, I don't even know what they do. Develop integrated artificial intelligence robotic solutions for e-commerce. Okay. 400 employees, robotics and artificial intelligence. So using the numbers that are available to us, it looks like a stock is trading at the appropriate level. But there's so many assumptions because who can really predict a penny stock, their future? So these are the revenue targets that the company has provided: 89 million next year, or 2022, 166 and 300. And if I grew it at a similar trend into 2025, and I got 430 million. So they don't have any, it's all negative free cash flow. So I have to assume it's a positive at some point. So I assumed it's a positive, that they would convert 9% of their revenue into free cash flow in 2025. That's the average company in their industry. That's what they don't have much debt. Generally, small penny stocks don't have debt. They're one of the smaller companies in the industry. They're not bringing as much revenue as the average company relative to their market cap. Oh yeah, I saw the GoTo website before. Wikipedia, this explains it in Wikipedia what they're doing. Is there anything on the website you wanted me to? Anything in particular? I could. I mean, it's a hot industry. There's, there's so much potential. I mean, if they grow and scale, I mean, the sky's the limit, really. You never know where these stocks would go. Even with penny stocks, you could play it safe. I mean, if you did enough research to identify they have a solid executive team, they seem to be generating revenue that's improving year after year. So when you invest in one of these pharmaceutical free revenue penny stocks, I think that's a real gamble. There's no information to like where you can forecast the future. It's either they get FDA approval and the stock goes up, or they don't get FDA approval and the stock crashes. And 95% of the time, they don't get FDA approval. Yeah, think about like stocks that like WD-40. It's probably been used for forever. I mean, my whole life, I know WD-40 has been used. So companies with a long history. Yeah, exactly. That's what that's exactly what you're hoping for. If they could get a large contract, yeah, then exactly. They don't even have to get the revenue. They just need to say, I have a contract with Facebook, and then the stock goes up. But a lot of times, they're acquisition targets. If a penny stock is profitable or at least generating revenue, they could be a prime target to get acquired, which is ideal for you because the stock goes up 50% overnight. The only thing with a company like WD-40 or like a company that's been around a long time that's stable, you're not going to 5 or 10x, and that's what people are looking to do. But you like year after year, they have positive operating cash flow, positive free cash flow. But it's hard because when you look at their website, like everything sounds really, really positive, but and I'm trying to get better at this myself. But if you can start looking at their the 8K reports, those reports that provide additional information, like if they got a new contract, or if they acquired another company, or a CFO change, like the 8K reporting, the SEC reporting. If you read through those and track the company, then you might be able to invest in them before other people know about it. But who has the time to look through 1,000? You can only do it for how many companies? Look through all their 8K filings every day. Like what, 10 companies maybe? What do you mean talking with management? Well, we can't talk with management. It's so rare I even get a response to my emails. Yeah, if you have $100 million and but management won't talk to us unless it's the earnings call and you happen to get your question in. What are the thoughts on? Oh, I like Boxlight. That's Boxlight, right? BLXL. Yeah, I like them. Oh no, sorry, no, I never heard of. I was thinking of another company. I can't remember. I, I'm not too familiar, but let's look at this. I haven't seen you in a while, Auntie. You used to come on a lot, and I haven't seen you since the bear market. I've lost a lot of regulars. A lot of people just aren't involved in the streams anymore or comment. I wonder why. Oh. With these penny stocks, it's like you never know when they're gonna blow up. Like, is it gonna be this month or next month or in 2 years? 55 million. I mean, people love the stock market. They're making money. They don't know what they're doing, but they're making money. Then once they start losing money, they think they're never going to make money again, so they quit. And they don't want to have anything to do with the stock market. It's like going to the gym. If you're 50 pounds overweight and you go to the gym, and then after 3 months you're still 50 pounds overweight, or maybe you lose a few pounds, so you quit the gym because obviously the gym doesn't work, right? It's logical. If you work out 3-4 days a week and you don't lose any weight after a few months, it's the gym's fault. It's not your fault. It's called using your brain, logic, right? I wonder what company I was thinking of. Not Boxlight. Communication equipment. Richard, what's up? How's it going? Are you done work today? What kind of doctor are you? Steph, hi. Are you a medical doctor or do you work in education? A professor? TTCF? Tattooed chef? There's only one rule I have in life. Don't invest in SPACs. Once you kind of Once you learn that rule, it seems like everything gets better in life. Oh, yeah. I have a lot. Yeah, I have a lot invested in Costco. But that's down like, God, it's so annoying. That's down like 35%. I guess every stock is. Okay. That's a really high whack. 15.5%. Lucid? You shorted Lucid? Is that how you made a lot of money? So according to the model, and obviously this company is hard to forecast, but I have them at 278, even though they're trading at 84 cents. But this is the kind of company, the numbers mean a lot less than understanding what the company does. Because if it's a big company, profitable, you could just look at the numbers and understand things. But if they're not profitable, you need to understand a lot more. They do generate lots of revenue. Oh, it's like an educational, a tech education. Digital signage. That's interesting. Well, revenue looks really good. It it went from 33 million to 200 million in trailing 12 months. They're actually in the third quarter of 2021, they were 60 million. They're down to 50 million, but that's still up from 33 million in the first quarter of 2021. It's housing. It's housing. Didn't you say BOXL? Yeah, you said BOXL. Boxlight communication equipment. What does Boxlight do? Boxlight products are designed to help students learn more effectively and develop the essential skills they need for success. It's education. Did you not mean? I'm using the right ticker. You said BOXL. I don't know. Maybe you gave me the wrong ticker. Because it says Boxlight Corporation, ticker BLXL. It says communication equipment. Maybe it's Box something. Box real estate? No, that's not it. Yeah, double check. Yeah, so if you want me to do a DCF, just you could donate any amount really. Let's see. Marvell is up 6% after hours. If you want to invest in a semiconductor company, but you don't want one that's massive like Nvidia, Marvell is a pretty good choice, I think. They their market cap isn't too big. They're at 48 billion. I mean, they were 87, now they're down to 50, but that's with the bear market. But they're much higher than their pre-COVID levels. Let's see Nvidia. That's probably a lot too. Qualcomm, yeah, that's a good one. Nvidia has really come down, right? It was the largest semiconductor company. Now it was 330. Now it's 180. So if you bought Nvidia a year ago, you'd be even right now. Exactly a year ago, it's pretty much trading where it is right now. If you bought it anytime after May of 2021, you're probably down a pretty good amount of money. Thanks for subbing, Chi-Town MVP. Yeah, and come to every Saturday at 6 p.m. I do a live stream, and you could win $20 Amazon gift cards. I give out 2 every live stream. Oh, nice job, Blade. Yeah, if you want to, Iovance is really getting crushed, down 52%. This is Cisco. Does anybody know this company, Cisco? Has anybody heard of this company? Well, if you heard about it, what is it? What do they do? They have nothing to do with computers or technology. This company. Yeah, Colleen, exactly. Well, I'm not trying to trick you. The first time I saw SYSCO, I got confused. I didn't realize there's 2 Ciscos. In the beginning of my channel, I made a lot of mistakes, like, but that's how you learn, right? I didn't like Rolls Royce. I always thought they sold cars, and I didn't realize it was aircraft engines. But usually, when I did the video, it was correct. I have made videos that were incorrect, but I didn't post them, or I took them down. Yeah, it's just a large food manufacturer like Kraft Heinz, kind of. Right? They make food, right? They're a manufacturer. Cisco. Oh, they don't manufacture food. They deliver food, like everybody says. They don't okay. See that these streams are good. This is how you learn. The back and forth. Yeah, it's coming back to me. Do they do infrastructure too for like help build out stores as well? I thought I remember something like that. Maybe not. I thought okay. Okay. Yeah, if you want a DCF, you can just Ulta Beauty. That's surprising. Their Builders First is down. I did a video on Ulta once. Look at Ulta Beauty. It really hasn't gone down much. It's it's pretty much flat the past few months. So next time there's really high inflation, we have to buy which makes sense. Spend money on companies that sell premium products. Like a Nordstrom type business. High end because they have much bigger margins. You can't like a Walmart or type business or any type of large supermarket. They generally gonna get crushed when inflation goes up because they only have tiny margins, like 2-3%, and when prices go up 2-3%, they lose everything. Eventually, they'll raise prices on the products they sell, and they'll get back to normal. Initially, they report. I'm surprised Costco's. I was expecting them to have bad earnings. Costco sales top estimates by 1 billion, but misses on same store sales. You can't win. You just can't win. 1 billion more than expected in revenue in its latest quarter, keeping the retail on track for its first $200 billion year. Earnings of 1.35 billion, up from well, they really did well, Costco. I didn't because all the other big box retailers had weak earnings and their stock crashed. It's down after hours, of course. But look how much it's down. It was 600 and then it dropped to it almost hit 400. In 1 month, it went from 600 to 400. But it's come up since the bottom. Mirati Therapeutics, Fresh Pet. Okay, if there's no more donations, I guess I'll okay. Anyone else want to donate for DCF? Okay. Colton. So what ticker, Colton? SNBR. Sleep number. Yeah, no problem. Any donation is appreciated. SNBR. Let's see. What do you guys think? Over or undervalued? Anybody invested in Sleep Number? Looks spicy. Let's see. I believe it's undervalued, but their cash to debt worries me. Well, they positive free cash flow. That's good. Revenue looks okay. Nokia. Yeah, I like Nokia. Let's see. 825 million of debt. They have negative equity. That's probably why the stock price it seems undervalued, because I think people may be concerned about that. in negative equity. They have really good price to free cash flow. Their revenue is growing at a 10% rate. Yeah, I wonder why it's so low, the price. I guess people just aren't comfortable. It looks like they're not adding any debt the past few years. This just may not be up to date. I don't think it's too risky. 7.4 million of interest expense. They seem to be bringing in enough cash flow. I mean, even if I up the whack a lot to take into account all the debt, they still seem undervalued. Yeah, but sometimes some stocks are undervalued and they're just not they're not likely to go up in price. And some stocks are overvalued, like Tesla was for a long time, and keep going up in price. So I wonder if there's a bankruptcy risk. Owens Corning. Let's see. Hey, thanks for the donation. Let's see. What do you guys think? Over or undervalued? You skipped the UPS. What do you mean, UPS? $95. Overvalued. It could be. Building products. This part always takes like 30 seconds just to open a file. Where did you download a file? How much does business quant? I think it's like $40 a month if you do month to month. But if you buy a 1 year subscription, it might be like 20. I don't know. I don't pay for it. They gave it to me for free so I can talk about it on live streams like we're doing right now. Yeah, businessquant.com. I used to just pull everything myself manually. This does save a lot of time. And the numbers are more up to date. Okay, over $1 billion of free cash flow. A lot of free cash flow. I mean, I just don't know. I never paid for it, so it's I'm pretty sure they said $40 month to month. Okay. So I have $2 billion of debt, $4 billion of equity. It's not too bad. It's surprising that it's coming out so undervalued. I wouldn't expect that, but yeah, they pay a dividend, which is nice, over 1%. They generate a lot of free cash flow relative to their market cap, a 9.1 price over free cash flow. Really good price to sales and price to book. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Uroy. I think I might have done a video on this company. I don't know. I'm not sure if we can do it because they're not giving revenue targets. Oh, yeah, OC looks pretty good. I don't know how to do this one because they're pre-revenue. So we could look at their. You have to with a company like this, you have to well, you have to first try to figure out will the demand for uranium be strong or high in the future? And then you have to look at what projects they're working on and how long it's going to take them to actually pull uranium. And if they provide information on how much their mines, like the quality of the uranium, like how much they can sell it for once they mine the product. So it's kind of like it's not really too straightforward, this one. There's no way to do DCF, I don't think. Well, you could do DCF. It would take a lot of work. You'd have to do a lot of research on a company. Because yeah, there's not really much data. What does that mean? I don't know. What's dono? Oh, donation. What donation? I I didn't miss a donation. Well, if the price of uranium skyrockets, for instance, their stock will go up a lot. I didn't see. Did someone donate for your UPS? Oh, UPS. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Like if the spot price of uranium skyrockets, for instance, um, then all uranium stocks are going to go up a lot. Even companies that aren't with no revenue. So it was really high in 2007. If it got up to this level, yeah, the stock will go up a lot. So UPS, it's a pretty stable company. This should be, I would think the value should be close to what they're trading at. Or should be at least. Let's see. Revenue's going up. That's good. Let's see, cash flow. Well, look at that cash flow, 11 billion. Let's see, let's use the 7%. Keep it conservative. I'm coming out 217. Let's just see. Why Intel buy VMware? That'd be expensive acquisition. See, it was pretty much trading a couple months ago at my price, 217. But the market has come down a lot. Usually, if a company has kind of consistent positive numbers, the DCF should be pretty close. They're the biggest company in this industry. They're bigger than the other 7 companies combined. FedEx is investing a lot in Capex. They pay the highest dividend, tied with them. Really good free cash flow, 14.1. Looks good. Okay. I think that's it, right? We'll call it a day. Thanks for joining. And you come to the stream on Saturday, you can win Amazon gift cards, and I'll update you on the job situation. Okay, I think we're all set. I don't see any donations. Okay, have a good night. Thanks for coming.